Using this weapon scares me since I don't think I'm gonna hit anything. But if I do, I might consider maining it. But, let's see. Okay, folks, today we got a very unique video because I'm gonna go over what weapon I'm gonna pick up next, my new main, and which is E-Litter. Now, usually when I do these types of like my new weapon type of thing, I usually have a post in the community post right there. Today is a video format because I find it more easier to explain and to go over the reasons on weapons I did not pick up. So let's go to the gear selection first. Okay, here we are. Hopefully I can make this quick and short. So, my first rule of picking up a new main, I want to use a new weapon type. Basically, I don't want to do any repeats, so that means no shooters, no rollers, no splatlings, no brushes. We're going to use one of the other classes, which I ended up with chargers, but let's go over the other classes real quick. The first class I'm going to go over is the Dually Sculptures from the Splat Dually class. I put some gameplay in the background so you can see the glaring issue I have, when using this weapon, because I treat it like a shooter, which I don't think is very ideal to promote videos of dualies playing as a shooter, because you're hindering yourself. You're not taking advantage of the dodge roll jumping. You're not taking advantage of the movement, extra movement you have from this weapon. So yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons why I don't want to main this weapon, nor want to make videos of this weapon, because I don't want to promote a bad gimmick that I attained in Splatoon 2. I love this weapon to death. It's my favorite dually weapon out of the game. And it's the one way I could play the dual sculpture from Splatoon 1, because when you dodge roll, it turns to it. Yep, I still miss this weapon. Nova's like the closest thing to it, but come on, just add the actual gun to the game already again. Another small issue this weapon has, the lack of damage it has, a slow kill time, which, is really needed right now in this meta. You need to kill people really quick. But, I think I can manage because I did main the Anakin Nova. Okay, we're back in the gear selection screen. Yay, now I can talk about Splatoon Stamper and Tri-Stringer. Yeah, these are the same weapons, I mentioned in the past video when I was done with the heavy edit. That I was like considering maining. The problem is I already know, and you already know, that upcoming weapons for this specific classes are coming, heavier versions, and you know what? I'm more interested in using those weapons instead. So I'm gonna save, save those classes for later. Okay, let's talk about the next weapon class, the Brella class. Yeah, I don't feel interested in maining any of these weapons right here. I know there's a new one coming, also for like Dually as well. There's a new one for that one coming, most likely for next season and a fresh season. But yeah, I'm not feeling it right now. Maybe Tent. Maybe I could see that because that could be fun, but also somewhat frustrating because I gotta learn how to use that more better and talk competitive play. But yeah, right now, not interested. Okay, Slosher class. I'm getting by this very quick now. The only weapons I'm interested in maining in Slosher are the painting buckets, Explosion, and Dreadringer. Explosion more because of the OG painting weapon back in Splatoon 2, where it's just, it cheesed the zones, especially in Camp Triggerfish. Very cheesy there. But I decided not to pick any of these two up because I'm waiting for a second kit. Maybe it can be a better kit. Who knows? Especially Dreadringer because I don't like Reef Slider. But yeah, I'm waiting for a second kit, and that's the reason I'm going to skip over this class right now. Now for the final class. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah, okay. The Blaster class. Yeah, a lot of people recommend me using S-Blast throughout my entire, time maining the heavy edit. Like, use S-Blast. I do love that weapon very much. In fact, I don't have a good reason not to pick like maining up right now. Besides, I want to main one weapon right now. But yeah, the second kit got a very good kit, Burst Bomb, Booyah Bomb. The first kit can be used for zone cheese, which happened a lot during my heavy edit sessions. A lot of zone cheese right there. But yeah, I'll say this: if E-Litter turns out to be really bad and I can't use it in top level play, then I'll switch to S-Blast. Or if I have time in my schedule and call schedule, maybe I'll pick up two mains. Let's see what the future holds. We're done with all the weapon classes. Now I can talk about E-Litter. Let's go. One specific thing that actually got me into E-Litter is this one session you're seeing right now in the background. The first game wasn't that great. As I said, I'm not really comfortable with E-Litter. I'm very scared to pick up the weapon in the first place because I'm scared I'm going to be missing it a lot of the times. But in the next games, the later sessions I will show later on because we're going to be doing a lot of skipping, it actually clicked with me. I started lining my shots more often and became more comfortable to pick up. And yeah, that was very cool to actually see that change like very quick. But before I even picked up E-Litter, I had to do a lot of research, watching Splatoon YouTube videos to determine that was helpful, that wasn't helpful, that was helpful, and also like understand like should I change my sensitivity, which I did not. I did not change my sensitivity. I like playing max because I'm too lazy to change it around. The other thing I had to figure out for me is that what do I prefer to play with, unscoped or scoped? And I asked my cousin since he was an E-Litter player back in Splatoon 1. He made it to S+. And so I asked him like which is better. He said, "Oh yeah, scope version. It actually hides your view, so you can't see around you, so people can easily sneak up to you, but you get more range. Now, unscope version, you get to see more. So you have an easier time reacting to things, and you can just chill at one spot and just wait for people to come at you. Most of the time, people are gonna be special when they see you, so just be very careful for that. And he told me a bunch of other stuff, but honestly, that was like enough to actually make me just choose unscoped version because I do want to see everything. And when I can see everything, I can have an easier time deciding my next plan, my next step. So yeah. The next topic I had to research was what type of build Eater should run. And I use Sendu to actually, get that problem solved already very quick because everyone just puts the recommended build right there immediately, so you can see what works and what doesn't work. And here we are in Sendu, and you can see that a lot of people like to run Object Shredder, Punisher, and Last Ditch Effort. Now, here's one thing. I don't feel very comfortable using Punisher, since, I am barely starting to pick this weapon up, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be hitting my shots when we get to top level play. So we're just going to chill and use main saver for now. Everything else, we're going to try to keep it the same, and here's my build. Here, I decided to run a little more super jumps and get out of situations I don't want to be part of. If people are gunning for me, I'm going to run away. Simple as that. And now we're going back to the gameplay I captured when practicing with this weapon. And I start the gameplay to the sections where I start to like Eater because it has a lot of good range. It's very fun. I'm gonna be talking more about that later on, like different sections of why I start to pick up in the first practice match. But most of it be raw, like no talking that much. I love getting those 2 kills right there. One thing I know from going into charger class is you don't want your laser pointer pointing at your enemies directly because it's going to make them move around more. And so you want to do like a little flick shot, like point your laser pointer somewhere else and then flick at them. That was a really good second match. I got 14 kills, really helped with my confidence of Eater. I feel like I can actually do a lot of things, but my cousin told me Eater will give you false confidence. It gaslights you. You think you're doing really good in one match, and next thing you know, you're doing bad. Averagely, you'll get 6 kills, he told me. 6 kills. You should try not to die. And for the second match, it actually helped me get a better understanding and appreciation for Eagleter's range because everyone has to like respect that. If not, you're gonna die. And so a lot of people in competitive like to point out, hey, Eagleter's right there. He's right there. So be very careful. Use a special. And it's the Eagleter's job to reposition so they can like catch people off guard. And yeah, just this match helped me get that appreciation. And also this match also shows like I have trouble dealing with tower. I don't really know the angle. I don't know the kick people off tower. Right here, this is the moment where I was like meh on Eagler to like, wow, I actually like this weapon because I get to like watch people from two different angles from the same position. Like, let me go left, let me look right. It's like, who do I want to deal with first? Who's actually moving up to my line of sight where I can shoot them? We lost that match. As I said, I don't really know to poke people off a tower. I don't really know the deal with that. I don't know the angles. But whatever, it's a good game. I love that game. That was really fun to play. Helped me get more confidence with hitting my shots, and then maybe lose my confidence when I get to the high level of play. I know I'm not good at this e-litter thing at all. I'm just gonna learn. I'm gonna learn to struggle with it. I'm gonna pick it up and try to make it and try to hopefully bring it to the top 500. If not, finish the freshest meter at least. Now for this next match, I have trouble dealing with the other e-litter because you know I don't have any experience with this weapon. I don't know how to do like the e-litter fights, 1v1 fights. My cousin did point out because I did show him all this recording. He said, "Wow, you're gaining a lot of confidence in the second match and the third match." But in this one, he said that e-litter is gunning for you. So at that point, you gotta keep an eye out for him. And if not, well, if he's gunning for you, he's gonna put himself into danger. So just don't worry about it if you do get killed. Someone else is probably gonna handle that. And yeah, that did happen most of the time whenever I get picked off. But no, the more longer I hopefully play this weapon, the more I get used to hitting my shots and dealing with 1v1 e-litter fights or in general just far range stuff like that. And yeah, that's all the reasons I have to say about Manium e-litter. I just look forward to maining this weapon and see how far I can get with this. And it's gonna be a struggle, that's for sure. One more thing, I'll be very happy to receive feedback or advice on how to use playstyle or gear abilities. I'll be very thankful. And yeah, just expect more e-litter videos.